Time for tonight's rewrite. As mentioned here many times before, though it is now forgotten by all living Republicans, Ronald Reagan supported raising taxes and signed tax increases both as governor of California and as president. 11 times as president, he couldn't bring himself to just say no to tax increases. There used to be a handful of Republicans in the Senate who were even more open to tax increases than Ronald Reagan was. You can think of them as Republicans with a conscience, or you can think of them as practical politicians who, for the right reasons, could find their way to voting for a tax increase. I worked with some of those Republicans in the Senate and had them in mind when I wrote this scene 8 years ago for a short-lived NBC series with Josh Brolin playing a newly appointed senator.
This amendment would be a substitute for the Medicare cuts in the bill.
The chair would like to point out to the committee that the adjustments in the rate of increase of the Medicare expenditures included in the bill constitute less than 1% of the Medicare budget for this fiscal year.
Still, Mr. Chairman, this senator has a problem pledging not to cut Medicare one day and then cutting it the next. Instead of cutting Medicare, this amendment would raise income taxes. Personal income taxes by 1%. Oh, only on incomes over $10 million.
The senator from Florida then leans into the chairman and tells him that a 1% surtax on millionaires instead of Medicare cuts is a no-brainer in Florida. And, of course, as TV drama would have it, the committee ends up voting in favor of the rookie senator's amendment. Joe Biden worked in a Senate where that kind of thing could happen, where you could set up a trade-off that could overwhelm Republican anti-tax fervor. Not with most Republicans, but with enough to put together 60 bipartisan votes at least. And that's what Joe Biden was thinking yesterday when he made the case for what is now called the Teachers and First Responders Back to Work Act. It is a rewritten portion of President Obama's jobs plan. Senate Democrats have brilliantly chosen to pay for this $35 billion plan with a 0.5%, a 1.5% surtax on incomes over $1 million. So Republicans, do you want to support your local police or support your local millionaire?
So here are the choices. And it's not even a very hard choice. These guys came up with a solution. If you add 0.5% surtax on the $1,001,000, in other words, it doesn't affect anybody who makes $999,000. It doesn't affect anybody who makes $999,999. And even when it affects the guy who makes $1,001,000, it only affects that $1. That's the only thing the rate goes up on. So let me put this in perspective. If you make $1.1 million when, God willing, this passes, you will pay next year $500 more in taxes. You got that? Now, the average income for the group of people we're talking about is $3 million on average. You take all the people whose income is above $1 million to billions. The average is $3 million. And you know, the really sad thing about it is, the millionaires know we should do this. They don't oppose it. They know it's the equitable thing to do. So I say to the American people, watch your senator. Watch him or her choose. Are you going to put 400,000 school teachers back in classrooms? Are you going to put 18,000 cops back in the street and 7,000 firefighters back in the firehouses? Or are you going to save people with average incomes of $1 million a 0.5% increase in tax on every dollar they make over $1 million? Ladies and gentlemen, I strongly urge my colleagues in the Republican Party to think hard about this, because there's nothing temporary about saving somebody's life. There's nothing temporary about giving a kid a chance. Thank you all very, very much.